Here we go then. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. Round number 7 is about to get underway, and to take you through the action, it's Stress and Zacubus.
Oh, well, the action's kicking off somewhere else, actually. Retail, Tixi versus Nikov here, down here. And some good damage there for Nikov, but he's on the low ground and he wants to find an attempt to push onto the high ground. Or maybe he'll just play it safe, farm up some mats inside the building, but he doesn't want to try. Oh, he's going. Oh, it's been pressured from above. Tixi with a great shot.
Oh, the 95!
Was insane back for Tixi.
It
ends up taking the elimination for himself, but a new challenger approaches as Llama comes in from the side. Looks like 72 hours just doing what he can. I think he's ranked about 20th right now in the tournament. He's over by Volcano. This has been one of his common drops for the day. His Llama, as we said, was building in towards
in Japan, right? They should have their flags next to their names.
Fight down on the low ground.
Yeah, but it looks like he could be food here for Nikov down there. Oh, Tixi, sorry, my bad.
It looks
These
like
guys have
Llama
been fighting Retail the
lost health on the trade.
time.
Long range clinger onto the tree. Got excited. I was like, ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
1 in a million throw.
It's the last game. Just make sure you get out, survive. Make sure that you can get as far as you can, and maybe you can find some loot somewhere else.
Envy here coming over the top, trying to find 72 hours. Does find it with the first shot. That should turn this fight, but look at Envy's
let's
health.
go, Tom.
72 hours, traded
God.
it back. Will rotate the ramp and look to try and get himself
Tom has 0 mats.
any sight that he can. He's trying to just peek over the top. Envy, there's an armor in the open. Envy.
Let's go, Tom. Oh my God, give me a
go down
fucking heart
to
attack.
72
Holy
hours.
shit.
Very nicely played there from 72 hours, just holding that high ground for as long as he needed, checking all the angles. I love how he turned his back, obviously using every angle to expose his opponent there.
Aspect is just going to back away and say, no, I need the placement points. I need anything I can get here, and just back away.
Yeah, maybe he'll re-engage, maybe, perhaps. We got into the cornfield here, and this is where Dementus has disappeared, playing it slow. Has to be careful. He's got no match stress. Big damage, though, shotgun. Far could have messed that up.
Far
I like what he's doing,
that's
though.
where he's trying to look for. Far down to 11 health. If he can get just that one shot, he's only got the tag, though, so it's going to take a little bit more there. The building coming down into Mentos, trying to just pickaxe his way all the way through this. He knows he's already got the lead. The third party is Aspect. Picks up the elimination for himself and just runs away. Aspect's like, I'm out here, guys. See ya.
Dementos now to back up. Aspect gets all the loot.
Brilliant timing there. I thought he might re-engage. It seemed to make sense. You know, he's at the bottom of the
Razor, he's been having a good day today. Taking on Issa here. This is a game changer for him.
Issa here, we're on for another fight as Issa's trying to find himself a little bit of space against Razaru. Razaru, I believe, is somewhere in the 20s.
I like Razor, man.
He said that, you know, you can jump pretty high up here as Razaru is...
He ain't even afraid. Even after getting hit right there, he's not afraid.
8 shotgun shells.
Getting third party, he's not afraid.
Fight, and it is
one thing I like about Razor, man.
Easy pickings.
In time.
Razaru, is he caught? There's more clingers coming out from Ares, and Ares was one of the players we were watching, currently in 8th place. He needs 63 points to catch up, and Rover by football. Ares will pick it up. That's 5 points on the board, building towards his long chase.
Rizart's coming back in for some action, but finds Smeef instead. Tux has gone for the low ground here and played it a little bit safe down there.
Is getting tracked all the way up. There's a bad smell in that building, and it might be you, Smeef, at this point, because it's following you all the way up with those stink grenades. And Smeef's going to say, no, I'm out of this one.
It's really hard to avoid those farts, Stress, and they keep coming. They keep on coming. It's just, the smell lingers.
Third party from Grandma's house.
Rizart in a lot of danger now as he gets clipped from the side. Has a few bandages, so we'll be able to heal that up, but now Smeef maybe is in a situation where he's the one that can put some damage out in response, but this is the slower mid-game. This is what we're expecting.
There's too many players here to be battling.
Remain in this game, and we are at Storm 2 out of 9 that is moving.
Yep. Smeef in a precarious situation here. He really wants to put this campfire down, and that's going to attract enemies to this location. They're going to know that he's low. Rizart has taken the sign. Maybe he's going to make a move with the pickaxe here, try and hack in his way. And
like Rizart wants this so bad, but I don't think he realizes how much health he has.
Like, that's the one thing that Rizart can't underestimate, is if this shot doesn't connect flush and just insta-eliminate, Rizart is going to feel the pain.
Bro, I don't think Rizart read the patch enough.
Has basically
can't farm through those walls anymore,
so
brother.
To a replace fight, gets the window, but a ramp in response. There's the spray down, does get another shot from the pump, tries the pyramid, and that's what we were talking about. Rizart takes the fight and ends up falling completely out at 69th place. Down in that action feed and say, okay, have I seen them score? What do I need to do? Because even if I win and they're second place, I have to beat them on points.
I honestly don't think he's even even worried about it at this stage. I think he's just going, you know, I'm going to get the late game, I'm going to play it cool, and I'll pop off at the end, and I'll worry about it then. And to be honest, you just got to play your own game. You can't expect
210 to the face. Keolis punishes Vilex.
From Tux there, doing a little bit of a miss.
Vilex wasn't expecting that damage from above to come through as much. That was a big trade. Loses 60 health on that.
It's going to be fine though. He's going to shield up as best as he can.
Keolis finds another elimination for his third of the game. Of course, we're talking so much about who's going to be the eventual winner. As we said, the whole pack can change, and there is significant placement and earnings.
Dude, Keolis has 3 kills. He could pop off this game
in the top spot.
There's a lot of aggression here coming in on this build-off here, just on this mountain. Players finding each other, wanting to go in for the eliminations.
No,
big
he got
damage
so
received
aggro.
from Kilios there. And now
let's
he
go,
has
Bizzle!
to find a defensive strategy for himself. But Bizzle is still in the
Bizzle
game,
has an
and
extra
he's still
slurp
rocking
as
it.
well.
Yeah, History is beside him, and History certainly trying to get away from those stink bombs. Just hacked so much through with those stink bombs. Now look, dual pistols from the side. Somebody is trying to pick up anything that they can.
What's interesting about Ghost Bizzle right now, he hasn't had to rotate at all. He landed there, and he's still there to this day. It's just his favorite spot. He doesn't need to do anything. And look at his items because of it. He hasn't had to rotate. He hasn't had to use any of his healings. He's got the rift to go to spare.
Looking to try and pick off Tyovsky. He's just using that
dead again
compact
to
SMG
Vinny.
as much as possible now.
Get that kill.
With
That's
the
5
blue
points.
AR,
Come
but
on,
he
you need these
hasn't
5
quite
points.
found The pick. Bizzle gets dropped
Holy
on. Bizzle is going to
shit.
get picked off. Bizzle ends up falling to history. He turned his back,
God.
and that surely
No way.
is such a drastic end for Bizzle this early on.
No,
Dude, Bizzle had a
way,
rift
stress.
in
History
everything.
makes history.
Oh, no.
My Jesus!
What a psycho.
That's insane. And also,
Bizzle's
rift
so
to
angry
go.
now.
There's so much loot there that
I'd be
Bizzle
so
has
triggered,
saved
dude.
up
I would
since the
probably break
start
my
of the
fucking
game.
mouse if I was playing
Bizzle
in this map.
turned his
I would be
back,
so
and
mad.
there it is, 50 players eliminated. Bizzle was out of the placement points, so you have to feel like Bizzle, there's no way he can catch Margin. There's no way he can catch Vinny right now, so Bizzle is a maximum 3rd place finish. But this game continues, and it's with Vinny that we are watching.
Bizzle's first place is over, just because of sound.
That leaves him 1 point
He could have actually won this
like
entire tournament. All he has to do is make it to endgame.
This is going to go down to the wire. All depends on placement at the moment, but that could change. You never know. Imagine could pick up an elimination here or there. So could Vinny. And Vinny on a little bit of a wide rotation, I feel. Kinstar is still alive out there, and it worries me for Margin's future. It really does.
Well, we'll wait till it gets lower because Rupek is going to try and pick one off.
He had
in
3
the
kills
air.
ready.
Does get the spray down, and he got nowhere.
He's a
out
rift.
of the air. Metro picks
no.
up
Fix
72
that wall,
hours.
fix that wall. You're gonna give me a heart attack.
To 72
Jesus
hours.
Christ.
Solo's performance as Metro
Rupek is so
continues.
good.
Yakos, our Polish winner, is still in there. Aiden is still in the left of your screen. You can see Boya in the middle of everything.
Everybody is already facing that direction, and
Margin's just peeking. He doesn't know that it's Vivid in front of him, but like that's a matchup that everybody would want to see. Margin against Vivid at this point, but it's impossible for people to really call a lot of these engagements. Now Bowman trying to just pick anybody out of the sky that he can, as Storm Surge warning does kick in, but Bowman is very much safe with the amount of damage he has done. He's trying to spin up that minigun, just preemptively doing it to get anything he can, but now he's got to move.
Yep, and he's going to try and maintain as much high ground
Aiden
as
still
possible.
up, baby.
I think he has
Let's
some backup
go.
options there, and he's going to try and dish out as much damage as he can at the very back, getting a little bit of pressure there. Will he have to use any of his movement options spare? I think he's just going to keep running it and build as much as he can. Good pressure
Bowman
with the
just
minigun, though.
completely
forcing his
destroys
opponents
that
down
high
there.
ground.
Great pressure. Here's Margin. This is the dangerous
No.
move that he has to
No,
traverse
Aiden went
perfectly
down as
in order
well.
to keep his lead. Doesn't swap to the shotgun in enough time to pick up an elimination, but he finds safety for now. So did a lot of people, but we are down to 28. A lot of our contenders are still up in this game, and nobody has found that key elimination to turn this game into their points' favor.
Butt cheeks are clenching here, Stress. Very much so. As a Brit, I have
By the way,
team
that cone play
celebration
was a
after
bait.
this if
He's
you
looking to
manage
kill
pull it
somebody
off.
right
It
now.
definitely is not Margin's game. It is not a safe game for him at all, as he has to keep eliminations on top of it as well. Points leader, but only by 6, means it could be easy for Vinny to jump up. The player from the USA could very well end up taking this if he can get a few eliminations. Margin traversing upwards. Where is Vinny? I'm trying to track him down. We see he's using the balloon, single balloon strategy to try and get as much height in the late game. 40 builds is where he's at.
Margin making it.
Go, Margin hits the pump.
Damage down.
That's the heal. The Siphon's backing it.
Picks up Jordan, one of the X2
Player on him.
runs into another one. Margin has to stay alive if
Oh,
he
no.
wants the hope to actually stay in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
first,
yeah.
but he's taking storm damage as well.
No.
He's eliminated.
Okay,
Zexro
Zexro,
gets
let's go,
him,
baby.
and it's now
NA
more
up.
on Vinny. If Vinny can put up enough points, surely this has to be it. Vinny just
Wait,
needs to
Vinny can
stay
win the
in
tourney right
for
here, boys.
Victory Royale.
Vinny can
And
win
then
the tourney.
Depending on the rest of the
Every player
field,
that dies, Vinny gets
all
closer.
depends on how much the other players around him are scoring. I don't think we can call a clear winner at the end of this game.
Jarkos having that high ground as we saw earlier on. He's been
1
mastering
HP,
it
be
every
careful,
game.
Jarkos,
I don't know
be
how he gets
careful,
up
be
there
careful.
so consistently all the
You have
time.
no health.
And now taking
Can't
pot
fire.
shots at everybody. That's
Holy
why
shit.
Vinny, Vinny drops in on Yarkos and Vinny has to take this one up. Vinny
What is-
needs
the
everything
storm,
that
the
he
storm.
can to be able
What
to
he's
stay
doing,
through, but
Vinny?
surely
Yeah.
he's done enough to at
Gonna
least
give me a heart
see
attack,
Margin.
dude.
It's all about the
Holy
rest
shit.
of the field.
Why?
Vinny ends up dying.
Why,
Vinny is
Vinny?
gone out
Vinny
of this
died,
one.
no.
So that's Bizzle,
Why,
Vinny,
Vinny?
and Margin gone. Somebody could steal this from behind. Who have we got? Animal is
Bye-bye,
here. Boyer
Zeke.
is here.
Bye-bye,
Madsen goes
Madsen.
down. That was a double elimination
Jarkos.
pickup with 6
Jarkos
players
is up.
left.
Jarkos is a
Oh,
god.
it's absolutely crazy. Who's up the very top? That's
That-
Zayt.
that was
the top of
Zayt.
the high ground. He's playing
I
it
thought
extra
Zayt died.
slow,
Let's go.
playing it very
Oh,
safe,
no.
but that rocket launcher will change that situation.
Let's go, Zayt.
Doing some big
That
damage
killed
onto
him.
Zayt.
4 players
Oh,
left, and this is all
no.
about climbing the
Fall
rest
damage.
of the
It killed
standings.
him.
The battle for first is pretty much all
Oh
being
my
decided.
God.
Oh my God,
3
the RPG
players
is
left.
broken.
It is
Oh,
all
no.
about
Let's go,
final
Animal.
placement.
Animal
Chicken
wins.
drops down.
Animal
Cineworks
wins
are picking
these.
up one, and Animal is going to win the game. The final victory royale of the solos
Let's go,
competition
NA.
is
Let's go,
picked up
baby.
by Animal.
Animal doing fantastic work there, Stress. I mean, he had a bit of a slow performance today in the solos, but, you know, we saw him yesterday in the duo practice. These guys, they were going next level. 2 wins back-to-back in the practice.
Yeah, they in the practice performed very well. Now coming through with the victory royale, and you know, it's not too late to be climbing the standings here. That was a big game out of Animal to kind of jump his way up. The real key thing is, we really don't know who's won.
I know, it's so tense right now. I'm so hoping. I'm so hoping.
I don't have
Fingers.
a horse in this race.
Okay, gentlemen.
Have you got it?
I've got it. I've just heard it in my ears. The most exciting thing is it was 3 points that separated the winner of today's solo action. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner
3
of
points.
the solos is Vinny!
Oh, hey,
incredible
baby.
stuff.
Woo-hoo.
What
Hey,
a
NA up. Woo.
basically week. What a week
NA
for
up.
Vinny, really. And what a time to do it. Like, this has just been a monumental week for a young player to pick up the solos.
What a fantastic performance from that
Freshly
young
signed
man.
to
You can see him.
TSM, comes in
He's
for the
about
champ.
to lift that trophy up. Ladies and
Woo,
gentlemen, give it
that's
up
a
for
dope
Vinny.
trophy. Yeah.